What's up, Scorpio? Let's see what messages Spirit has for you on what you don't see coming. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpio placements. You guys could be having a difficult time getting through a task. I'm like trying to shuffle, and like I can't, at least not properly. I mean, I'm doing it the best that I can is what I'm hearing. I'm doing the best that I can. You guys could be dealing with a Pisces as well, or have a Pisces placement. Yeah, you guys definitely could. All right, I'm gonna keep that here. Also, too, you have a tower moment that's coming in the form of a glow up. I saw the tower to the Queen of Wands. You guys could be looking so good that it like makes your haters your haters have nothing really to say. They're gonna say something, but like you guys could be looking really, really good. Some people like I hear your haters saying like, "Oh, Scorpio got work done," and you're like, "Yeah, I did." Like you're not even ashamed. So a lot of you guys are owning up to whatever the rumors are, because you're like, who gives a shit? Is what I'm hearing. So to start off, you guys have the Three of Swords. You have the Justice here. You've got the World, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. All right, what you don't see coming, a lot of you guys could be going through some sort of heartbreak here in the near future. This I feel is coming more in the form of like a disappointment. This almost feels like a Four of Cups. This feels like something just didn't pan out the way that you hoped it would. This is like you putting all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm really picking up on? I feel like when I first started this channel back in October and I was like channeling for you guys, like you guys were getting a lot of like successful messages, but I feel like at one point it started to kind of like be rocky, because I think I was, and I'm just trying to remember, you know, I was telling you guys, it's like you're going to put your eggs in one basket and it may not have turned out. This is what that feels like. So I feel like whatever the energy was back then when I first started reading for you guys and what the energy is now, I feel like a lot of it has been transformative, but some of you guys could be experiencing some sort of disappointment in some sort of investment, okay? But I feel like you're not going to be too stuck on it for too long. I feel like this was meant to happen, is what you don't see coming, right? The Justice is here. I feel like if there's anything that does not pan out the way that you hope it does, it's definitely being orchestrated by the universe. I feel like there's a lesson here that needs to be learned. Some of you guys are gotten too comfortable in doing the mundane, right? It's like you're not going out there, you're not meeting people, you're not doing the things that you kind of need to be doing in order to fulfill whatever your soul mission is here, if that's something that you believe in. And so I feel like if you're dealing with people that are you know, being deceitful, or you're being put in third parties, I feel like there's something here about a lesson needing to be learned so that you guys can move forward, okay? And I feel like what you also don't see coming, if you guys are dealing with a legal situation, it may not go the way that you hope that it does, but it does feel like it's going to be fair, okay? But it doesn't feel fair to you in the moment, for whatever reason. But it's fine, because again, like even if something doesn't turn out the way you want it to, the point is that it's over, okay? So it's over and you move forward, and here we go, we got the World here, right? You guys are focusing on new chapters here in the near future, if you're not already. With the Justice to the World, again, there's a lot of orchestration going on right now behind the scenes. A lot of you guys are helping, aiding in this, all right? So it's like what isn't working, you're navigating, you're trying to figure out what the next move should be. What is working, you're like, all right, cool, how do I incorporate that into everything else? So again, you guys are learning I'm hearing you're learning the cycles, all right? Because that's what the World is. I feel like some of you guys are going to repeat a couple of cycles here in the near future, what you don't see coming, but it's only because it's almost like a refresher course. So again, those of you that they're too comfortable and too complacent, I feel like you guys are going to be put through some sort of cycle that you've already been through, just to kind of keep you on your toes, just to make sure that, you know, Spirit kind of has an idea of where you're at. Because again, when you're too comfortable, like sometimes the universe is like, no, like, you know, we gotta get you moving a little bit, all right? The Nine of Pentacles, some of you guys, what you don't see coming, if you're currently in relationships, right, you go literally, you started here with the Three of Swords and then you ended with the Nine of Pentacles. If you're dealing with loss in relationship here in the near future, I see you guys focusing on you, okay? This is about a new beginning, all right? This is about new you, and all of that good stuff. And so I feel like what for at first feels like, man, like how am I gonna get out of this? You trust me, you do. Okay. And again, that's kind of a given, right? But it just feels like you guys are gonna take this, I'm hearing take the bull by the horn. You see how the Taurus is here? That's really what I'm focused on. I feel like you guys are gonna take control of a situation, especially one that isn't going in your favor. That's what the justice is here for. To ensure that things are balanced, to ensure that you get your just deserves is what I'm getting. Okay. So you could have some karma coming in. Today is the ninth day if you're watching this currently. So it does feel like, you know, 9 is about karma. So again, I do feel like whatever it is you guys are doing, you guys are going to be focused here on your 9 of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. So whatever the heartache, it's worth it, because at the end of the day, it's going to make you, the man or the woman that you've always wanted to be. Okay. Right here. Also too, in the near future, I see you guys holding on to a grudge that you're gonna need to release. Okay. And once you release it, I feel like you don't see this this glow up coming for you. Okay. We are the energy that we harness. So it's like, you ever like see people that they could be the most beautiful person, but they have the ugliest energy, and whether that's the way that they talk or the way that they treat people, that's what this is. So you guys can be very, very attractive, but because you're holding on to this negative energy and you're like talking about it constantly, and you're being negative about what's happened to you, and you're just like, you ever like talk to people that just complain about everything, and you're like, well then quit your job, or well then move, or like, that's what that is. So make sure that you guys aren't being too self-involved with the idea of loss, because then you're creating some self-sabotaging energy where you're not allowing new to come in, because you're too focused on what didn't work out. You're too focused on what you missed out on versus being open to what's meant for you, what's meant to come in, right? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you on the next one.